positive payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. Run it up. Run it up.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
They go play action with Newman. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Now Newman.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Griffin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
16 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now Newman on first down.
He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
The Jaguars hit 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Newman.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parsons.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Etienne.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Newman. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, it went to the challenge.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Jaguars will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Watson. Robinson's got it. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now a 1st down throw, Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Running left, it's Barkley. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That is going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Interesting decision here. Opening drive, Charles, 4th and short. You're in field goal range. We'll see what they do.
I just shake a fist at my offense and say, go get it, guys, because if you can't pick up 4th and short here, we're probably in trouble the rest of the game. Show some confidence, show some aggressiveness, go pick it up.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
To throw is Watson. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. They're trying for Reagor, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. There he goes, right side. 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Still in the 1st quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown, then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're supposed to run right back out. Still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down 15-0 here already, needing to jumpstart this offense. 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson, quick hitter here, it's complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Here's Watson.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on.
Oh,
pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Out of the gun, Newman.
And he comes back with one complete.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
15-0 our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Newman.
He finds his man, complete. That's Parsons. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Off the option, here's Etienne.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going.
They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year.
And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half.
The extra point up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Barkley, inside handoff. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Watson.
This ball complete to Rager.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
3rd and 2, Watson. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. Watson on 1st down. He dumps it off to Barkley. No gain, and it's 2nd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Newman looking to throw it. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. Here's Newman to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point safely through, and a rout is on here in this first half. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Open right side, complete to Rager. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Watson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. On 1st down, Watson. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On 1st down, it's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Back to throw, Watson. This is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 6 yards away. And the Texans are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Come on, set! COVID-19!
Now Newman to throw on third down. Going up top. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big connection on that one. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He's got it. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, he'll fire deep for Rager. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. On first and 10, it's Newman. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. They're going to look to throw. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. It's a nice pickup at 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now whistles here. And I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at 1st and goal. Newman. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Newman. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
Let's go now. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Newman. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Jags just continue to roll. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Running again with Barkley on second down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. A third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. This third down just got even more difficult. Third down at 15 after the false start. Watson now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson.
Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. From the gun, here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down. Now it's Watson. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. On the move past the 40. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, it's Watson. Looking left side, and it's complete. Touchdown. Jalen Reagor. 29 yards. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Point after, up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now it's Newman. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And he comes back with one complete. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And to throw again here, Newman. He'll get that underneath ETN. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now Newman on 2nd down. ETN bringing in another one. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him now.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A shotgun snap for Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Jaguars continue to pour it on here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And now here's another interception. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And this is caught. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Newman. Touchdown, Jaguars. From a yard out. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Watson. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Watson. Oh, he's going to look downfield for Barkley. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Houston. Saquon Barkley, 53 yards. And the Texans are able to claw one back. The extra point up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From midfield now, here's Newman. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Newman to throw. Well, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 15. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now a first down throw, Watson. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. Watson. This is caught. It's Kirk. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Texans are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. Boy, people are really happy about those picks.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Okay, ready?
Now Newman on 1st down. He's going to let it go again. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Newman. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And they'll try and throw for it with Newman. He's going to take another shot here. And this one is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Andre Cisco.
the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck, holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbilly. Q-Bone stallion with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, give me, pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. And take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we move the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends and loose ends make me wanna fool. That we got another world tour, touching every shore, from Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright.
I'm really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, saying no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the ops and I'm up in the score. I get to and Jump in the Porsche, follow the coroner back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who is involved. Don't let me do it, cause I overdo it and do it till I can.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Dallas Cowboys. Brett Maher has this one teed up, and we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. And a fair catch signaled for, and successfully. Herbert's going to go to the air right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Running on first down, Eckler. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Herbert now. And his throw here's incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the two-point try. So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. After the turnover, here's Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Donald Parham. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15... the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 29, Prescott. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time that got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, an 11-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Pollard again. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And picked up by the Chargers. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Herbert following the turnover. And I think the ball's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
But both teams practice this situation, and this time the guys on offense won, and in a very nice way. What a run from that position on their own goal line.
Gave them some good breathing room. And now off to the races down the right side. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, a conservative, easy call. Run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away, but no.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And he is going to get in there for the 2 points to make this a 12-point game. Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers. And he lost the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. Caught by Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And this this is incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And this is caught by Williams. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Trey McKinney, a 5-yard touchdown, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Herbert. Give him another one right back to Allen. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And for the 3rd time here, this half, it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game,
I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And it's caught. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Jalen Guyton
from 3 yards out.
And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A first down throw for Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches,
touchdown!
Mike Williams
as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him. Hey, we'll get them next time. Now
trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll throw again. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, In high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself,
on Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Prescott to throw on 4. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end here.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Now it's Herbert. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Touchdown, Chargers.
Mike Williams on the touchdown throw from Justin Herbert. And the Chargers have got it on cruise control. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it.
And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. Third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Fighting Hilton on the slant. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Prescott on 1st down.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Prescott now. He finds his target. It's Schultz.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. To the air again, Prescott.
Out of his hands quickly to CeeDee Lamb.
And some room to roam now. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. Here's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are able to at least get one score back. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he takes this just a few yards. The red zone before going out.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's enough.
And this will be caught in the end zone for a Charger.